Last month, I did something kind of unhinged. I opened my subscription page, looked at $47 worth of apps I was paying for every single month, and I just canceled them one by one, not because I was broke, not because they were bad, because I realized I was paying for 10 things that Claude already does, and I was also paying for Claude. So I deleted the apps, all 10, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact 5 Claude features that made that possible, what each one replaces, how to actually use them, and the one I almost completely missed that now saves me about 3 hours every single week. If you want more breakdowns like this, hit the subscribe button. Now let's get into it. Before we start, I want to be completely honest with you. What I'm going to tell you is this. Most of the apps we pay for are doing one single job, only one, and we have built this sprawling little empire of single-purpose tools that don't talk to each other, don't share context, and make us re-explain ourselves every single time we switch between them. That is the actual problem, not the cost, the friction. Claude fixes that, not because it is the best at any one thing, but because it is genuinely good at all of them in the same place with your context already loaded. 5 features, 10 apps. Let's go. All right. Feature number 1 is projects. Here is the simplest way to explain it. A project is a folder with a memory. You upload your files once, you write your instructions once, and then every single conversation you have inside that project remembers all of it. Your files, your preferences, your tone, your context. It just knows. For me, this replaced Notion. $12 a month, gone. I liked Notion too. I really did. But here is what I was actually doing in Notion. Storing context so I could manually paste it into AI tools every time I needed something. Now I open my YouTube project, type, draft me an outline for this topic, and it already knows my style, my format, my past scripts, my channel guidelines, everything. Zero setup every time I used to do, completely gone, which means I now do the actual work instead of preparing to do the actual work. Wild concept. One trap that you have to avoid, don't throw 50 files into one project and call it a day. Claude reads everything you give it and noise hurts the quality. 5 to 10 of your best reference files will beat 50 average ones every single time. Quality over quantity. Your project is not a junk drawer. Okay. So the feature number 2 is artifacts. An artifact is anything Claude builds that lives in its own little panel, a working web app, a spreadsheet, a chart, a landing page, a calculator, and you can actually click around inside it. It is not just text, it is a thing. This replaced 2 apps for me, Canva, which was $15 a month, gone. Lovable, $20 a month, gone. Yes, Canva is great for serious design work. I'm not arguing that. How often are you using Canva for something you genuinely need a professional designer for? And how often are you using it to whip up a quick graphic or a simple layout at 11 p.m. because you just need it done? That second use case, Artifacts handles it completely. Real example, last week I needed a budget calculator for a personal project. 40 seconds later, done. Working right there. It replaces the 80% of use cases where you were massively overtooled for the job. One trap that you need to avoid, as artifacts grow in complexity, they get harder to manage. If you are building something with 5 or more features, you want Claude Code instead, which I will get to it in a minute. Feature number 3 is file analysis. Drag any file into Claude, PDF, Word doc, Excel sheet, image, CSV, does not matter. Then just ask questions about it in plain English, like a human. This replaced Adobe Acrobat Pro, $19 a month, gone. A spreadsheet analysis tool I was using, $15 a month, also gone. 200-page PDF, I asked Claude, what are the 3 most important points on page 47, and it tells me in about 4 seconds. For spreadsheets, Claude finds patterns, spots outliers, summarizes trends without me touching a single formula, which is great. One trap to avoid for anything where numerical accuracy genuinely matters, taxes, financials, anything you are putting your name on, verify the math. Claude is right about 95% of the time. That other 5% is sneaky. Do not skip the check. We are halfway through, and the next 2 features are the ones that actually changed my day-to-day workflow. If this is the kind of stuff you wish someone had told you earlier, hit subscribe. New Claude tutorial every week. Back to the list. Feature number 4 is skills. All right, here it is, the one I almost missed entirely. The day I built my first skill, I canceled my Grammarly subscription that same afternoon. So what is a skill? A skill is a modular, reusable package of instructions that Claude loads automatically when a task matches it. You build it once with your editing rules, your script format, your meeting summary style, whatever you do over and over. And from that point on, Claude does that task your way every time without you having to explain yourself over and over again. This replaced Grammarly Premium, $12 a month gone, a coding assistant I was paying for $10 a month completely gone. And here is the part that most people completely miss, and this is what makes skills actually very powerful. They work invisibly. You don't remind Claude which skill to use. When the task matches, it triggers it automatically. Claude just picks it up. I have a skill that knows my exact video script format, my hook structure, my pacing, my section lengths. Whenever I ask Claude for a video script, it just works. That is the 3-hour a week feature right there. Feature 5 is Claude Code. Last one, Claude Code is Claude with hands. Not just text back and forth, it actually reads your files, writes code, run commands, edits your project directly from your terminal or your code editor. This completely replaced GitHub Copilot, completely gone. Zapier for the personal automation scripts I was using, completely gone. And here is the difference between Copilot and Claude Code, because I get asked this a lot of time. Copilot suggests one line of code at a time. Claude Code builds entire features. I say, add a contact form to my landing page that emails the submissions, and it edits 5 files, tests it, and tells me exactly what changed. No subscription. One trap, and this one is very, very important if you are not a developer. Don't let Claude Code run loose in your actual project folders before you have built up some trust with it. Start in a test folder, watch what it changes, read the summary it gives you. It is very good, but very good and infallible are not the same thing. Treat it like a new employee who is extremely talented but still on probation. Okay, 5 features, 10 apps. That is the whole picture. Now, where do you actually start? Start with projects. It is the easiest win and it immediately makes every conversation better. Set it up once, upload your 5 best reference file, write a couple of sentences about what you are working on, and from that point on, you are already operating at a different level. No new habits required. Once project feels normal, layer in artifacts, then file analysis. Skills and Claude Code are the deeper end and both need a pro subscription. So if you are on free plan, those are your reasons to consider upgrading. The point isn't to use all 5 at once and overwhelm yourself. The point is to stop treating Claude like a chatbot you ask questions to and start treating it like the operating system underneath everything you do. That is the shift, that is the unlock. If this video changed how you see Claude, please subscribe to the channel. New tutorial comes every week. That is the deal I'm making with you. And before you leave, drop a comment. What is the one app on your computer right now that you think Claude could replace? I read every single comment. See you in the next video. Thank you.